guilt-free coffee, Elliot.
Ugh.
Guilt-free coffee.
No, couldn't be me. I don't need it.
I'm over here offering to get you delicious, guilt-free coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I would not guilt you for drinking the coffee that I get you.
Yeah.
And yet, you're too good for my guilt-free coffee?
Sounds like you could use some coffee. You got a little frog in your throat, guy.
I am going to guilt you through the whole episode for not taking my guilt-free coffee.
Oh, I mean, if only there wasn't a time when, somebody went out of their way, buy them coffee, and all they did was complain about it, moan about it.
I didn't complain and moan about it.
I went out of my way to get you locally made coffee.
Locally sourced coffee.
Exactly.
From Fresno coffee beans.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out Kwamari. Shout out Kwamari.
Morning. Welcome to Taps and Takes, baby. We do this every single Friday. Shut up. Every single Friday morning. We talk all that nerd news, all that sports news, all that good, the stuff that you love.
Stuff that you love.
Now,
stuff that you crave.
Also, if you want to hang out with us, we may be in our brand new studio at twitch.tv/the-do-over-podcast. Go and check that out after you check this out.
Come on.
What?
We haven't started yet.
Why?
This is me breaking the fourth wall. If you're watching this around when this comes out, usually around 9 o'clock, there's no shot we've started yet. Give us an hour and a half. Probably 11 o'clock. We'll be on Twitch. Okay.
Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Well,
don't act like you don't know this.
Stop shitting in my cereal, Elliot. Now, I do have a little frog in my throat. I am not sick. It's just I had like a little sore throat thing like 2 days ago. Literally went away, but then my voice started to go out. So I was like, great. Great. What do you mean?
It sounds a little cocoa-y.
It's not COVID, dude. I do not have COVID. I can taste this. I'm fine.
What does it taste like? Bat?
Tastes like bat soup.
Tastes like sonar?
Listen, all we were doing was trying some exotic meats over the weekend. Some bat wings. Okay, some frog skewers.
Do you remember that old season of Survivor? I think it was Survivor China. And James, the super yoked like gravedigger, was just eating bat.
Dude, James.
Just like slamming them. He had like 8 of them.
James is crazy, bro. Like the physique on that man. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
He had so much potential to be a good Survivor player. He just wasn't.
He just
wasn't.
And they gave him like 3 shots, didn't he? Like,
I think, one of them he had to leave early because he got like a crazy infection or something. You're like, you're going to die if you don't get out of here. And then the other time he had the 2 idols in his pocket and they voted him out.
Yeah. Well,
which reminds me, Survivor this week.
Oh, it's coming back.
49. So by the time this airs, episode 1 will already be done.
Are you pumped?
Very pumped. Very pumped.
Well, hopefully it doesn't suck like some of the other seasons that have been going around.
I'd only say 48 has been the bad season.
Do you think there's
like 45, 6, and 7 were great seasons.
Do you think there's just too much like random chance involved in these things?
Here's my problem.
That it puts less of an emphasis on like social game and more of an emphasis on, okay, who can find the advantages?
No, because I feel like some of the last winners won because of their social game. Like Rachel won because she was a challenge beast and she got lucky. Yeah. Like she had the game work out for her. That's for sure. But 46, Kenzie was just a social player. Yeah. Like I thought Charlie should have won, but she was a great social player.
Charlie should have won that season.
But Kenzie I'm not super upset that Kenzie won. I'm more upset that Marie kind of like backstabbed.
No, she's a bitch. Like I'm going to straight up, dude, like Charlie had her back for so long.
The entire game
had her back. And for her to like,
It's those family letters, man.
That was bullshit, dude.
The family letters, they always do it. And then Dee on 45, she was a great social player. She won a few challenges. So like, I think there were good players. And even Kyle of 48, I didn't like 48 that much, but Kyle and Camilla won. Well, Kyle won because of his alliance with Camilla, really. Yeah. So I mean, like, the winners are good. It's just my issue is, and if you have a chance, you should watch it. Survivor Australia versus the World, where they get like some of Sari played, Tony played, Parv played, and a couple of Australia's best and some like a Canadian player, South African player. That game, what made it good was they brought back endurance challenges. Like challenges where it was literally just like you versus the other person in like a painful endurance challenge, holding up water over your head for hours, you know, like, and the challenges didn't look just like neon yellow and purple with a puzzle. Like you actually had like some rustic looking challenges. That's all I want. I want the aesthetic back to the old seasons, and I just want some endurance challenges.
You want the aesthetic to come back.
Yeah, it just looks too neon-y.
Okay.
Looks too cardboard. That's all.
Well, we'll bring some Survivor recapping coming up next week on Taps and Takes. But right now, Elliot.
Right here, right now.
It is time. Talk all that nerd news.
Correct.
Now, you have some very, very good notes. I'm going to delete all those notes.
It's okay, because I have my notes.
I'm going to delete all the notes, and I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about.
I'd imagine it's a lot of the same.
So let's start with number one.
Yeah, let's start with one.
Go ahead.
Man of Tomorrow. The script has been teased by the cover showing what appears to be a brain.
Yeah.
We all kind of like...
the not so subtle hint.
Yeah, that it is going to be Lex Luthor, Superman, 2v1ing Brainiac.
Which I'm going to be honest, I'm not too excited about Brainiac, dude. I know that you're, for some reason, super pumped on it, but I'm like...
Well, because I just think I thought Superman was so good, and the fact that they're bringing it back within like a year and a half just makes me think they already know where they're going. They already have a great script. They already have a great cast. So, I mean, I don't have a reason not to be excited for it, you know? And sure, Brainiac might not be your favorite Superman villain, but it is I like the dynamic of like the smartest being in the universe taking on the ego of the smartest man on Earth and then the strongest man on Earth. So I like that dynamic of them having to work together. And I definitely think we're getting Lex Luthor president for Superman 3 and Justice League.
That's what you're prognosticating.
I really think they're going to have him like save the day and he'll film it to where it looks like he's doing all the work. Yeah. He'll get pardoned and then he'll run for president.
That's it. He's going to...
I really think that's what's going to happen. And you know what?
Like he's doing everything.
Exactly. Like he's going to set it up. He's going to have his monkey bots. Make it look like he's doing it like President Lex Prez, you know, all this stuff.
Hashtag Lex for Prez.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just going to be like, okay, all right. So I'm in. I would have liked to see Mongol. Maybe they'll sneak him in for Supergirl. Maybe they'll sneak him in for him in the War Room taking on the Justice League for their movie. But I would love to see Darkseid, but I'm not in a rush to see Darkseid.
How about this? Like I think that the Superman movie was good. I'm not going to bring like my thoughts about the James Gunn DC stuff until I see Supergirl. And like we need at least 3 or 4 movies down to be like, okay, this is clearly going somewhere. This is like interconnected with a bigger story somewhere.
Yeah.
Before I make any like,
before you say we're back.
Yeah. Before I say we're back. Superman was a really good movie, in my opinion.
I thought it was a great foundation piece for the DCU.
And it needed to be good.
Yeah.
You know, I am one to always be like, yeah, let's get more stuff done quicker because everything these days takes a lot of time.
Way too long.
Like movies and video games
TV
and like
shows.
Dude, anything that you're doing,
think about Stranger Things. We've been waiting 3 years for this season?
And, you know, I will give that a pass because they really need to nail the landing on this. And
I get it, but they're going to be in like they're adults now.
So hold on. This was brought up on the John Campea podcast. So I'm going to give you this question. Now, you haven't seen Stranger Things.
I'm up
season 4.
I'm up to episode 3 of season 4.
You started it?
I've watched the first 2 episodes. Okay. I just have the rest to finish before season 5 comes out in a month or so.
But I will ask, you really need to have seen all of season 4 to make a clear opinion on this. But do you think they're going to nail the landing after all this time?
I'll give them credit. I just feel like for me, what made Stranger Things one, I think they could have ended. I know season 4 is awesome. I mean, the first 2 episodes I thought were great. I'm just saying, like, you could have ended it perfectly with 3 seasons, and that would have been a very fulfilling series. And it would have worked for me because, like, at the end of the day, they're all just kids, you know? And that's kind of like, that was kind of like the fun and mystique of Stranger Things. It was these kids having to, it kind of was like the Goonies, you know, finding this mystery, this conspiracy around their town and this other world, you know? Now it feels like, okay, they're in college now. Like they're in college. Like what? They're not. None of them are going to be in town because they're all going to be college kids or adults.
I really wish season 4 is quite possibly the best. I mean, season 1 was goated.
Yeah,
but season 4 gives season 1 a run for its money. How it all comes together. Like I think I'm okay with them taking time and planning this, but also, we're in a position now that we're waiting multiple years for like TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Video games take multiple years. So them saying like, hey, we're going to start working on this now, going back to James Gunn,
mm-hmm.
and we're going to have this out in a year and a half. Okay, that's great that they're just getting right on it and just using their money and doing it. That's good. We need that. Like
I agree.
They need to actively pursue these things and not take so long. But it also makes me feel like, man, they're really pushing it out. Like,
well, I think they feel now's the time to strike. Because I think a lot of people feel Marvel is kind of dissipating because you're really banking everything on Doomsday it's Doomsday or Secret Wars?
Doomsday.
It's Doomsday.
It's Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Right. No, I mean like which one's first? I think it's Doomsday. You have Doomsday that you're really banking everything on, which has had a lot of weird press, you know?
Yeah.
And then Brand New Day, which we'll talk about in a second, although it looks great. And, you know, Tom Holland's had nothing but high praise about the script, about where the story's going with Spider-Man, how it feels like a new chapter rather than the 4th film, which I really love that answer. It just feels like DC feels like the Marvel chokehold is loosening. And a lot of people love Peacemaker season 2. A lot of people love Superman. A lot of people so far that have been around Supergirl think it's great. So I think they're just feeling like we got to go now with everything.
I mean, that's fair. The whole Marvel thing, I think if Doomsday hits, like if it does what it needs to, which this is going to serve, I don't care what anyone says, this is going to be a reboot of the whole thing. Like after Secret Wars, there will be a hard reboot of all of these characters. I think that the Avengers take a huge step back. I don't think there's going to be a lot of Avengers around after Doomsday. So what they need to do is introduce mutant characters that are compelling enough to like carry franchises moving forward. And I feel spoiled to live in a time where like 10-year-old me reading the books gets to see all of this come to fruition as an adult, because like what a time to live in, right? We get all these cool things, but also it's like I'm ready for something new. It's the same thing with Star Wars, dude. It's like, give me something new.
Well, we got Star Wars news coming up here in a second. I want to quickly stick it with James Gunn here, because he did say that in their quote, they have a really, really good story now prepared for The Brave and the Bold, the upcoming DCU Batman film. My guess is this is going to be Batman's been around for a while. They introduced Damian. They introduced the League of Shadows, and it's going to be Batman and Damian taking on Ra's al Ghul. Because that feels like Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it, you know, he feels like a very, like the Lazarus Pits feel very James Gunny to me. And I feel like that's a good way you could introduce the League of Shadows and kind of build to the world more, and kind of the mystic side of the world more.
They are doing a Clayface movie.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
which I'm also very excited for as well.
If done right, but I feel like I think it's going to be Clayface, dude. I think Clayface is going to be the reason why they're doing the Clayface movie, in my opinion, is to make people care about that character, to serve as a foil to Batman in the second movie, right? Like
So like Clayface would be a prequel for Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And that he'll serve as the villain in the second Batman movie from Matt Reeves. And the reason why they're doing that. Now, I could be wrong because as we know, James Gunn keeps on saying Bat isn't the DCU Batman.
True.
That's bullshit. We all know it's Bat. Stop lying. So if the Clayface movie has nothing, see, and this is the other thing. Okay, we have, I'm fine with having different universes and blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
That have nothing to do with each other. But if you're going to make a Clayface movie in Gotham, okay, that's connected to your universe, and then the Batman comes out, that has nothing to do with this, people are going to be like, what the fuck? It's going to be confusing, dude, because like we follow this shit.
Yeah. Well,
normies do not.
Yeah. Well, Matt Reeves did come out and say like the villain in the Batman 2 is somebody we've never seen on film before.
Clayface.
Which would be true and also not true. Could throw you off the scent because Clayface is coming out, but also we've never seen him before.
At time of saying that, Clayface has not been in live action.
That's what I mean. So he's not like lying, but he's also could be lying, you know? But no, I'm excited for all these properties, especially because the Batman 2 comes out the same year as not just Spider-Verse 3, but also Man of Tomorrow. So I mean, superhero fans in that regard, like your holy trinity of superhero fans, your Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, they're eating good.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Really quick, before we get to this story, Tokyo Game Show is coming up this week on the 25th. A lot of speculation about what's going to be teased at Tokyo Game Show. Mainly some stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake, the third one.
All right.
Okay. A lot of stuff comes out at Tokyo Game Show. Some big things will be announced there. So we're going to be keeping our eyes on that to see what's going to be coming down the pipeline. But I'm really excited to see what's going on. Plus, Sea Viper from Street Fighter, going to be playable. Here's the funny thing. Without getting too deep in the woods. Okay, in the weeds, I should say.
In the weeds.
Sea Viper was one of the most technical players of Street Fighter 4 because you could do something called feint canceling, which, just to explain, is somewhat difficult movement in order to trick players, right? To like trick them to like block, but you don't.
Yeah, you don't follow through. And so light them up.
Now yes, exactly. So they're speculating like, hey, are they going to dumb her down? Right? Like for Street Fighter 6, like, are they? I'm the only one that is saying right now, they're going to make that a core aspect of her gameplay. I bet you the cancels are a core aspect of Sea Viper's gameplay. Mark my words. Now, all right. Let's move on to the next.
Words marked. Star Wars. Star Wars not only dropped another photo of Ryan Gosling getting ready for his movie.
Great.
Yeah, he looks cool. But also, Star Wars dropped the official trailer as well as the movie poster for The Mandalorian and Grogu. That movie releases May 22nd of next year. The poster looks cool.
Allow me, Elliot.
Yeah, take it away.
Allow me. This could have been Mandalorian season 4 and the final season. Look, I'm all for going back to the big screen, right? I'm down with it. Why? Like, just finish The Mandalorian and do some like main hardline fucking Star Wars movies. It's not hard to figure out, dude. Like, and I understand. I've never been the dude that's like, well, Disney and Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. Like everyone just likes to bitch. I've always given them their due. But now I'm thinking to myself, like, how fucking hard is this to figure out, guys? Like, it's not. It's not hard.
I mean, I don't think it should be. I don't think it's as hard as they're trying to make it.
They're making it hard on themselves.
Like, if you could do one story, if you could do one movie right now, because I already have the one in my head.
This is going to be an unfair answer.
Okay.
But it would be two of pre-existing properties that would serve as kind of, how do I say this? It would serve as like an inspiration for the stories. Okay. And it's unfair because they're pre-existing things that have already been done.
Mine's pre-existing, so it's fine.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
The twins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be sick because, you know, kind of different factions of Force users. I think it'd be kind of cool to see. But just like different versions of the Force being used. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's one. The second one would be the 9. The one shot that we're getting a spin-off of animated for Star Wars, but I feel like it's so far distant from the pre-existing canon. That'd be cool to see like how the world evolved like 1,000 years later, where like Force users really aren't so abundant, kind of the factions and the big bads and like the resurgence of Force users and things like that. I think that'd be cool. Those two things, I think they just need to get away from where they're at, dude.
Mm-hmm. I have 2, both are horror themed.
Okay.
I think you should do like an origin story horror movie of General Grievous.
Okay. Like a body horror movie?
Like a body horror movie, and then like him as like the hunter. Like you follow a bunch of Jedi like trapped on a planet or whatever, being hunted and stalked by Grievous the whole movie.
Okay.
And you just let everybody remember how much of a beast he was.
Right.
Because the only time we got him in the movie was when he was a beast, but he was also like sickly.
Right. Yeah.
Second, I would do one of those, like, I'd do another one where like you're stranded out in space and like the Force ghost are hunting down people stuck, and it's them having to escape into hyperspace or something. There's like one Force sensitive person or a Jedi. The rest are just normal people getting picked off one by one.
Okay.
Because that's something you've never seen.
If we're going to do this, here's my headcanon one.
Okay.
And I think I've talked about it here before. Like the uncanny X-Force version of Jedi, like the wet workers for the Jedi Order that like do the dirty work.
The blue collar Jedi.
No. Like they do the dirty work.
Right.
Like they have to go in and kill people. Like assassination missions. Like
gotcha.
Think like Assassin's Creed, but with Jedis.
Okay.
Okay. And they are kind of like shunned by the Jedi Order, but they are a necessary evil, if you will.
Yeah.
Because they have to do their dirty work politically. So then the Jedi can like divest themselves of the assassinations. But like there's a group within the Jedi Order that have to do the hard work. Like what workers? Like operators, dude.
That'd be cool. I can get him with that. Let's do a little anime news here because we have 2 anime movies right now making big splashes in the world. One in Japan more so than the other, but Chainsaw Man Reze arc, that debuted with a solid $1.251 billion yen, which is $8.45 million opening weekend. It is the 3rd biggest opening of 2025 in Japan, behind, no surprise, 2 other anime movies, Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, more on them in a second, and Detective Conan, which was never my really thing. I was more of a Lupin guy personally, but I mean, Detective Conan's been going on for like 50 years.
I was watching clips of Lupin when the Hawk fight with what's his name? The samurai.
Oh, yeah. That's from one of the movies, I believe.
Yeah, dude. That is one of the gnarliest things you've ever seen in anime.
Well, the last 2 seasons of Lupin the Third were excellent TV.
No, but dude, that fight is so graphic.
Yeah.
To have that in the middle of a Lupin movie, you're like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah. Guillemon.
Yeah, Guillemon.
Guillemon. Yeah.
But Chainsaw Man comes to US theaters October 24th. So weebs, we're eating good right now.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to go Demon Slayer?
We were supposed to last week, and then you never followed up.
You conveniently did not bring it up, Elliot.
I said, okay, we're going to take a quick break here because Wednesday, we said, here's what we said. We said Wednesday, we were going to paint the studio and then
the beautiful sign that we did?
Exactly.
The gorgeous sign.
The gorgeous, beautiful sign. Or put a little right there.
Little beautiful sign right here.
Yeah. And then I said, and then we'll go to the movies right after. We finish it, and Drew's like, okay, I got to go home now. And he just went home. No movie.
I want to go see the movie. Did you already see it? You fucker. You went, didn't you?
I have not.
Then let's go.
I'm busy all this week.
All right, continue.
Chainsaw Man, though, October 24th.
Okay.
I'm seeing that.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, but then Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, has become the highest grossing anime movie ever, surpassing $555
That cannot be right. That is not right.
$555 million.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
I swear to God. only for the next one to make even more money. Because guess what's number 2?
What?
Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
No.
Yes.
That much money? Hold on. Demon Slayer.
It has made $555 million worldwide.
Fuck, that can't be right. It's made $104 million domestic, $424 million so far. And this is from when?
This is from this past weekend.
This is on the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So are you sure about that number?
I'm positive.
God damn, that's so much money.
Yeah. Infinite
That's
money.
great.
Cliff.
That dude, that's
It's not infinite. It's not infinite castle. It's infinite money.
that is crazy
Yeah.
that it's made that much money, dude.
Yeah, it goes Demon Slayer, Infinity Castle, Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, and then I believe it's Your Name at 3, and then Spirited Away at 4.
I saw Spirited Away in the theater.
Yeah, all incredible films.
Yeah.
All incredible films. And it's only going to get outdone by the second one of these 3 movies.
Right.
So, I mean, like, Demon Slayer has truly cracked the code on how to get not just weebs in the theater, but also everyday people.
Right.
And that's a huge win for making anime more mainstream. I will say, though, guys, I know we grew up where talking anime back in the day was social schmooshmide.
Mm-hmm.
Just be thankful that we can just be ourselves again.
Again, we live in a very privileged time.
We do.
Well, imagine the time that we live in, that we got these big anime releases.
We're gonna have to rent Dragon Ball Z films from Blockbuster and make sure nobody was looking.
Here's a prompt. What do you think live action anime, one property, live action adaptation movie that you want to see? Go.
You know, I've kind of already seen the ones I would want to. They brought back my GOAT, Yu Yu Hakusho, which wasn't great, but it was...
That was a series. I'm talking movie.
Movie, huh?
Like what that has not been done that you want to see be a live action movie?
Honestly, I think you could make an awesome heist movie with Lupin. Funny enough, we just talked about Lupin. I feel like is the easiest you could do for a live action because it's just a sick heist movie with a marksman and a samurai.
Yeah, which would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Neon Genesis Evangelion, if done right.
Okay.
If done right.
Okay.
Would be sick as fucking balls.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the overall like impact, the huge kind of like weight of everything.
Yeah.
If it was done correctly, would be so sick. But I think too many normies would be like, I don't understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It would probably get mixed reviews because of that.
Ooh,
but
thought of another one.
Akira and do it right. With the iconic fucking bike slide, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like iconic, just if you did it, and they were going to do it. Chris Evans and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
If you do live action Akira, it doesn't need to be in Neo Tokyo. It doesn't need to be all Asian people. Go.
Ooh. Well, I think one that just stood out, and I think you could do great because it's the whole world. I think you could do Code Geass. Make it a 2-part. If you did Code Geass 1 and 2, the first 2 seasons, you split it. The cliffhanger of the movie being where Lelouch and I'm drawing a blank on his buddy Shinji, I think it is. You have the cliffhanger of them pulling up on each other, and the movie there, hard cliffhanger. Second movie, final of the 2, and you have the second course of the show. I think you could do something really sick with that,
or even Ninja Scroll. You did Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
Ninja Scroll would be sick too.
All right. We'll push through these last couple of things because we have a lot of stuff coming out. Return to Silent Hill, the first poster was released. That movie's going to be released in theaters in January of next year, so expect a trailer pretty soon. And in the horror realm, Zach Krieger's Resident Evil will exist in the same universe as the games. However, he will not be using the main characters from the games. He says, look, I want to work in this world. I want it to be all connected. But if you want those characters, there are great games for you to play.
Which I kind of respect. And
I actually really appreciate.
I appreciate it, but I also think it's a cop-out. Because it's like, okay, granted, I get it. Games exist. The stories are told.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. But those are for the people that played the games.
Yeah.
Okay. You're making a movie. And the movie is going to introduce people that have not played the games to the story.
Right.
So I appreciate that you're saying you want to create characters and something in the universe and play, blah, 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 blah. I get it. kind of a cop out not using any of the characters. And I still think Leon makes it a fucking appearance, dude. I still think he'll be referenced or pop up somehow.
Well, I'm sure there'll be Easter eggs of the characters. Like, I'm sure, because I believe they're going through Raccoon City. You're going to see either like a Claire cameo, or you're going to see Jill Valentine, like Jill Sandwich somewhere. Or you're going to see little Easter eggs for fans, you know? We mentioned Spider-Man earlier, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Probably back filming now, but since we're recording it, Tom Holland suffered a concussion, bumped his head, which makes me think, one, be safe, Tom. And also, two, cool, you're doing your own stunts.
Yeah, he does almost all of them.
Yeah, so sick. But they're taking a few days off just for him to rest up and be okay. So, Tom, be safe. You're too important to us, man. And then... I
don't care what little Lauren says. By the way, Knights of Guinevere, I watched it. It's pretty tight.
Very impressed.
I am very
Shout out Glitch.
Dude. Shout out
little Lauren.
Shout out little Lauren, dude. She opens up like it's her talking.
Very cool.
When it starts, millions of views.
Oh, yeah.
Millions of views. Compelling world, compelling story. Dude, it's interesting, dude. I will continue. Stay up on that. And check out Knights of Guinevere if you have not watched it.
Support little Lauren.
Yes.
And support us in the meantime.
Now, with that being said, I don't care what little Lauren says. Absolute series of comics are so fucking sick, dude.
No,
I think this is some of the coolest shit that DC's done in a long time.
No, they are very cool. From Superman having a different backstory while still like staying true to it. Wonder Woman, very metal. Absolute Batman, though, man. They beating the brakes off this boy, man.
I think he's supposed to. It's like he's a tragic character, man.
No,
it's kind of the point.
No, I get it, but there's only so much trauma this guy can go through, you know?
Watch Chainsaw Man and say a character can't endure
I'm weekly, man. Don't talk to me about Chainsaw.
Say that.
I'm weekly with Denji, man. I'm riding with him, all right? I have a chapter I got to read today, and it's probably going to be really sad. But absolute Batman continues to just beat this boy over the brakes because if you follow it, you've seen Absolute Mr. Freeze, Nightmare Fuel, Absolute Black Mask was a monster in his own right. You were hinted at Absolute Joker, but you never really saw anything. And then you see him, and he's just another monster.
Yeah.
So Bane's a monster. They've essentially introduced Two-Face, Riddler, and Penguin now. All incredibly tragic.
Dude, fucking Penguin stories. Dude.
Killer Croc, incredibly sad, but also kind of sick. And then you have the only person that's gone out of this unscathed is Catwoman. But I'm sure she's just going to be like a cougar being at this point. Yeah. Like she's going to be some ancient warrior that shapeshifts. I bet she ends up being Cheetah at this point. Yeah. This is how crazy it is.
I think it's sick, bro.
No, I think it's awesome.
I'm all in on that.
No, I think it's awesome. So but it's like, how is he supposed to beat Bane?
I think that's the whole point. I think it's like there's gonna have to be something that has to do with like his relationships with all these characters when they were kids and like kind of taking him off the edge, right? Like bringing them back from crazy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if you keep up with it. They did those boys so dirty. They did.
Oh, yeah.
I only hate you half of the time. That hurts, man. That hurts. Last two stories here for me. Rumored we're getting Bowser Jr. in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, so not surprising. I don't know who you're gonna have for it. You're gonna get you need somebody who can sing though, because they're definitely gonna bring Jack Black back.
That would be interesting if they
have a little duet with Bowser and Bowser Jr.
Like someone playing off of Bowser and it's his son Bowser Jr. and like they're playing off each other. That could be fun.
Low key would be funny if you just made it Kyle Gass. You just had Tenacious D songs. And then lastly, Hideo Kojima is cooking right now.
What?
He's got a lot of things cooking right now. So just today, a few things were announced. New horror game with Jordan Peele, OD, which...
Jordan Peele,
apologies. Apologies. Jordan Peele. It's called OD Clap, and it looks like it's going to be another weird psychological thriller game. Maybe what we were supposed to get with PT.
Yeah.
The graphics look insane. Death Stranding Mosquito, the first animated trailer for that, got shown today. Looks pretty crazy. And then on top of all that, he announced a new espionage game.
They announced that a while ago.
Physint, starring Don Lee. If you don't know who Don Lee is, Don Lee's the man. So
who's Don Lee?
Don Lee was on the, he's a Korean actor, and he's just a beast of a human being. Big old beefy dude. He was in the Train to Busan, and in a lot of other Korean action films. So he's just like that dude, and also is totally cool with his masculinity. Knows he's super yoked, but won't be afraid to pose with Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
he's just that guy. So they got real talent coming in for Physint. So Kojima cooking right now.
Okay, all right. Well, dude, I think PlayStation was probably like, all right, man, cool. Do the Death Stranding thing. Get it out of your system. We're going to do Metal Gear again because that's what people want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Snake Eater,
had nothing to do with them.
I know, but we do have Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Snake.
There is Metal Gear. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Crap battle.
Well, you're lucky because usually during this time I yell at you more, but my voice is going out. So I can't yell at you more, but I want to.
I mean, I just crushed that. 11 for 11 news stories.
I would love.
Do you want to end people with a prompt?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I gave him 2. Since we were talking Demon Slayer making almost $1 bajillion, what is the best animated movie ever? I'm going to leave it at that. You can answer in the comments also, because we have the finale of Alien Earth, which is we film on Tuesdays, so we can't talk about it.
Game day.
Is it the best show of 2025?
So far, yeah. In my opinion. Yeah.
Severance season 2 in 2025? Or was that like
shit.
late?
No,
was that
right.
Was that late? Was that in between? Was that 24 25 bridge?
Severance was this year. Okay, I would give it to Severance season 2, but it is very close.
If the finale hits.
Yeah, we'll see what the finale does.
If the finale hits.
Did you see, if you watched the little trailer for the end episode, the fucking plants like blah, 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 on the wall? I'm like, oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was a good build-up episode. 7 was a good build-up episode.
Question, because we don't know. This airs on Friday. We will know while it airs, but the eyeball, do you think it attaches to a human? And if it does, is he going to try to talk?
I think a part of me still thinks Timothy Olyphant's character is 3 steps ahead of everybody right now.
Of course he is.
I think he's going to attach the eye to Boy Genius.
Okay.
I think because he's so fixated on this creature now.
Yeah.
And not the xenomorph, not anything else. And I think that's just going to lead him to be able to do everything with Wendy and the xenomorphs. And he has the kids under wrap now because he knows everything about them. I think Boy Genius is going to realize he's not in control anymore. And he's going to just say, you like this creature so much, be one with it. And just, and they're going to just show this grotesque, nasty, just
he's a dick.
Gruesome kill.
Getting a kill off of Boy Genius would be nice because he's an asshole. So
that, or I think they're going to hit the brother with it. I don't think so. I think Wendy and him are going to fight at the end.
All right. Well, we'll have to wait and find out.
That's right.
Now stay here. We'll be right back. Come back with sports.
Big shout out to Grog's Traditional Irish Pub at the northeast corner of Willow and Nees. Not only do they house the Do Over podcast for tabs and takes, but they invited us to go blow it up on St. Patrick's Day live on scene. Now that that's done, it's easing us into summer and it gets hella hot here in the Central Valley. Grog's prides themselves on being the coldest drinking establishment in the Central Valley. Literally go down there, get a nice cold pickleback, get a nice cold Guinness, throw it back and leech off that free AC, son. Support Grog's because they support the Do Over podcast.
And we're back. Sports. Who loves sports? Elliot loves that. Sports. Elliot.
Yeah.
Give me some sports.
We got sports for you. I don't want to cover it, but I'm blaming all of last week's betting on Voodoo.
Dude.
On Voodoo.
I'm just gonna say
There was a Voodoo week. You saw the games; they were Voodoo.
Elliot, you
saw the games; they were Voodoo.
Us.
They were Voodoo.
Okay.
They were Voodoo.
Okay.
Big Voodoo week. Big Voodoo equals Big Voodoo week.
Hey, who did the Green Bay Packers lose to?
That's why I called it the Voodoo week. Quick recap.
No.
Green Bay Packers got a Cleveland Steamer-sized reality check. They are now 2-1 up against the Cowboys, who just got shellacked by the Bears. Good for you, Bears. I think everybody's okay with them beating the Cowboys. I even think some Cowboys fans are. I think they might be into it. Just saying.
Well, you have to be kind of a sadist to like the Cowboys.
Agreed. Although they do have a cool documentary on Netflix right now.
Do they?
Yeah. It's about how like Jared Jones bought the Cowboys. It's interesting. Anyway, Bears bounce back. Caleb looked awesome against the Cowboys. Play the Raiders this week. Bears could be 500 by the end of the week. I'm just saying, Bears, you might be back. So yeah, look at me being positive. Mr. Positive here. I'm Mr. Positive. Speaking of the Raiders, they look awful. We don't have to cover them much. Marcus Mariota looked great as the Commanders' backup. Mac and Gold steals another game. Those San Francisco 49ers, 3-0.
They were struggling, though.
Mac Jones looked a lot like the Mac Jones we all know Mac Jones is.
Yeah.
And it's with even worse news when it's been confirmed that defensive end Nick Bosa had a clean tear, torn ACL. He is out for the season. I don't know if there's ever been a more injury-prone team than the San Francisco 49ers of the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They are just getting beat up. But hey, 3-0. You're not gonna argue being 3-0. You know why? Because you're 3-0.
Same with the Chargers.
I mean, the Chargers look awesome.
You know,
Chargers look really good. Let's see what else we got. Aaron Rodgers passes Brett Favre as the QB with the 4th most touchdown passes in NFL history. He now has 510 as the Steelers look to break away with their division, seeing as the Bengals look terrible. I mean, bad. The Ravens, 1-2, lost to the Lions. The Lions just outmanned them, as some would say. Went to their home, said, hey,
sit in this cuck chair.
Yeah, you can sit over there while I enjoy your home.
Yeah, you can sit over there while you can watch.
I'm going to sleep in your bed tonight. All right? You get the guest room. This is the Lions' den now. Let's see. But the Steelers, 2-1. Offense looked bad, but the defense was the defense we all expected them to be. A lot of turnovers, a lot of pressure on Drake May, and Patriots don't look great. Just say that. We all kind of thought maybe. I might have thought.
You thought.
I might have thought they were, they might have been a sneaky wild card team. I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
They don't look great. They don't look great. Okay. But you know what? Let's go to the Chiefs now. The Chiefs are in a big game actually coming up this weekend. We'll talk about that in a second as they take on the Ravens, both 1-2. One of these teams could be 1-3 starting their season, which is nobody in their right mind thought the Chiefs or the Ravens could be 1-3 at this point.
Right.
But that's the reality we're getting. Chiefs, though, first half against the Giants didn't look special. Second half, they looked like they started figuring some things out. Russell Wilson looked terrible for the Giants. And this is breaking news of this morning. The Giants are benching Russell Wilson. They will be going to rookie Jackson Dart, who was in for a few plays last Sunday. Looked kind of good. So we are getting the darts. We're playing darts in New York now because the Giants are making moves. Get off your phone. Get off your phone. We're on a podcast.
I'm connecting it.
We're on a podcast.
Because we have to do the thing later.
We'll do the thing. Thursday night game. Josh Allen remains to look like arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. Bills are 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. The Dolphins, although they are 0-3, I'll give them credit. They fought hard. They played hard against the Bills. They didn't win. They're 0-3. It's looking pretty bleak.
Hard.
But they played hard. They were going back and forth with the Bills. So moral victories. Moral victories, Dolphins. Moral victories. Let's see what else we got. Jaguars, 2-1.
A couple jag-offs this season.
You would be pretty impressed if not for the fact that Daniel Jones and the Colts are 3-0 and they look awesome. They look awesome.
No one backwards land.
We're living. Danny Dimes is looking like his actual name and not like an ironic name. He's actually looking awesome. And Jonathan Taylor's running through people. The Titans look poopy. Michael Pittman Jr. is a stud. I mean, they got so much talent on offense, and the defense is doing good enough. You know, I mean, as long as Daniel Jones doesn't turn back into a pumpkin, they could be a really frisky team. They could win the division, which I'm pretty sure I'm 0 for 2 because I had them in last place of the division. But that's not important because the Chargers look good, all right? The Chargers 3-0 look like probably the best team in the AFC. You could maybe say Buffalo. You could maybe say the Chargers. Whatever floats your boat. Justin Herbert's making throws that look impossible to make. The Broncos need to clean it up, but I still think there's some good talent there. And let's see. Falcons, man. Why do you do this? Why do you do that? I praised you guys. I've been praising you all year. For 3 weeks now, I've been praising the Falcons. Like, man, got a lot of young talent. They look good. You know, they fought the Tampa Bay Bucks really hard. You know, they beat up Minnesota. I was thinking, like, man, the Falcons are going to be that good team that sneaks up on people. They lost 30-0 to the Panthers, man. This is what I'm talking about with Voodoo Week. This was a Voodoo Week, man. The Bengals lost by like 100. The Falcons get shut out by the Panthers.
Which is odd.
Weird, man. The Rams lose the worst beat of all time with a blocked field goal return for a touchdown. So everybody who bet Rams lost on the last play horribly. Tampa Bay's 3-0 because they were up by a lot. And then out of nowhere, the Jets roar back in the fourth quarter with their own blocked field goal for a touchdown, only for Baker to just do what he's always done and clutch up a fourth quarter drive to win with a go-ahead field goal. Tampa Bay takes on the Eagles, blocked field goal versus blocked field goal teams, and for probably top dog spot in the NFC. So here's to say week 3. Big Voodoo Week.
Okay.
Big Voodoo Week. That's why we're going to quickly go into blind bets for week 4. Now, I'll admit, this year has not gone great.
No. Elliot.
Not great at all.
When are you going to learn that you're...
No.
If they lost, don't win next week.
I don't come at you for being an addict.
Okay.
A recovered addict, I might add. And I'm very proud of you for that.
Uh-huh.
But don't you dare come at my addictions.
Okay.
Which is why we're going to bounce back this week, all right? Here's what we're doing.
All right.
LA Chargers. Are they not 3-0?
They are.
Do they not look awesome?
Yeah.
Do they not look like they have a top 5 defense in the league?
Possibly.
Do they look like they not have the best or second best quarterback in football right now?
I'm just going to go yes.
Which is why we're taking the Chargers.
Okay.
You want to know who was the only one who covered for me last week?
Who?
It was the Chargers.
So we're going.
So we're going Chargers.
We're going to double down on Chargers.
We're going double down on Chargers.
Okay.
Now, this team has been very irritating because I enjoy watching them so much. However, Tampa Bay taking on the Eagles. Tampa Bay, home underdog. So plus 3.5, meaning the Eagles got to win by a touchdown. Baker, as we've seen, can drive a team down the field in the fourth quarter and either steal a game or win a game. Tampa Bay plus 3.5. I believe in you, Baker. Bake up storm.
Really? Against the Eagles?
Against the Eagles, this was their best game. The Eagles had their best game of the year last week. It also doesn't look... The score is also a little like fake because they could have just blocked the field goal late on it and the game's over and they win by 1. They decided to rub salt in the wound and then score a touchdown to crush all of the bettors' hopes and dreams, right?
Right.
But Baker with Tampa Bay is 2-0 against the Eagles. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
It's 2-0 against the Eagles. So could they be 3-0? And if not, could I see them losing in a field goal fashion? I absolutely could. So I like Tampa Bay here. Green Bay, Dallas. You would think I'd bet the Packers here, but they got the Packers here at 8-point favorites. That's too many points. Too many points. Way too many points. But the over, 47.5, we've seen the Cowboys offense look good, and we've seen the Packers offense look good. We also just saw them both play 2 of their worst games of the season, meaning the game's got to be a shootout. The game's got to look good.
Right.
I see 33-21 Pack win, but I can't bet on them. Otherwise, I'll jinx them. Therefore, I'll bet points, meaning everybody's going to eat, meaning we're going to win that game. And then my last one, because I am such a slut for some Sam Darnold. I love me some Sam Darnold. And I've been saying it since he got drafted by the Jets and he sucked and got mono. But I'm a Darnold believer. I've been a Darnold truther. All right?
A truther?
I've been a Darnold truther forever.
Okay.
I've been a Darnold defender. And damn it, they're going to win again. They're going to beat the Cardinals. They're 1.5 point underdogs.
Cardinals didn't look bad last week.
They didn't look good. 16 points.
Yeah, but
They should have won that game. I saw enough drops to know that team is fool's gold.
okay, fool's gold.
It's fool's gold. But Darnold, after they beat the brakes off the Saints, after they beat the Steelers, after they almost beat the Niners, who are 3-0, just saying.
I think you just like Darnold.
I do. And they got a good young defense. They got solid skill players. I love me some Seattle Seahawks and Darnold beating the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to go 4-0 this week.
Okay.
4-0. 4.
Put your money where your mouth is, man. Just go ahead and parlay that shit.
I can't
Why?
because I'm poor. And it's also illegal in the state of California, which we would never do. So bet responsibly out of California. All right.
All right. You ready?
Hang on, I gotta get my notes up. Believe it or not, I do all the notes, and then I also do the recap. That's right. It's week 3. It's the Voodoo week. It was stinky. We start near a toilet bowl because we have our IBS queen dealing with a bad case of the toots. Jess's chances of winning were much like CeeDee Lamb. Doubtful, as she had 2 players out, with Aaron Jones Sr. being moved like a senior to injury reserve. The music's hot. We were seeing stranger things, like Caleb McLaughlin-Williams slingshotting his way through Dallas's defense. They say you should never push too hard, but that wasn't the case as he got a nudge from Jalen. Hey, that hurts. To give him a boost, and his needed to win. The Toots stink it up, winning 110-107 to SoFi. It's very loud.
It has to be loud because it doesn't really come across when we mix it down. So
Okay,
here we go. And
huh? Where'd my music go? Huh? To SoFi, where clowns cried as Sparkles wasn't in his right Mahomes. Patrick tried his best, but Sparkles' points were too scatterbooed around for him to get enough in time, leaving his team looking a little maconke. Dunk. He may have had a chance, but a pack of lions mauled the Ravens. And his D. Steve dropped his pants to leave one big A.J. Brown on his Malik Neighbor's head. Ew. Steve lays a stinker on Sparkles. 2 stinkers, winning 98-82. Steve, 2-1. 2-1. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
I would have thunk it.
Who would have thunk it?
In Minnesota. You can just keep the music going. I think it's all copywritten safe. In Minnesota, where we add more poo puns because Mikey had to watch the Browning as Jake and Mikey got waxed by some bearded men. Nico Tom Collins was making defenders look drunk as Mac Dre Jones was doing it for the Bay. They're 3-0, leaving Mikey feeling Cam Little lost. Tim takes down the law, and the law did not want. Winning 112-78 to Baltimore, or should I say Saltymore, as April continues to rub salt in Darren's Russie. Maybe he has bad Kamara. Maybe he thought this year was going to be a breeze, but instead, he left a big Jake Turd Ferguson as Jake continues to plummet, or Darren continues to plummet as he is
pillaged by blondes, not giving him a chance to defend himself. April, hey, she's 3-0. April, 3-0. April, 3-0.
She's gonna do it again, dude.
Ransacking Darren, 130-90. We head to Tennessee, where the only 10s I see are on Colleen's team. A steady helping of consistency as Colleen was in a Kyler Murray to put a whooping. Berman, a whooping. A whooping. I almost lost my headphones there, Boom. Seeing the Orcs looking like a bunch of jags brought her a huge joy. Taylor's as 3 TDs in a helping case of scurvy D from the Bucks gave her the edge. Do you want to know something? I think the Orcs lost. Colleen puts a cork in the Orcs, winning 128-117 in Buffalo. Or for Eric, it's Buffalo! As Josh Allen Iverson went full A1 mixtape on him. Behind the back, Eric couldn't get through the Isaiah Pacheco pass due to a steel curtain in Blitzburg. Cody had a Jalen warrant out for his arrest for crimes against the league. Pause the music really quick. Like not letting us name his child. You thought we forgot. You thought it's been years like we wouldn't forgot. But you can rumbling and stumbling your way out of this. But Eric, we still get to name your child. Give us your child. Give us your child.
We're like Rumpelstiltskin.
Point to the camera, Drew. Give us your child. Give us your child. All right, proceed. Oh, by the way, Cody won.
Oh, okay.
Winning 111-78. I'm naming that son. I'm naming your child. Scoot over, Texas, because you aren't the only one who's popping Bussy Irvings. Okay. That's right.
Okay, dude.
All over the league. Bussy's is a real place, by the way. No, it's called Bucky's. It's Bussy's. Yeah. All Texaners know that. Royce was looking nice as well as he was about to golf all over Sal. Kenneth Walker, Tendrick Ranger, roundhouse Sal right in his Kareem Hunt. J.K. Rowling Dobbins tried to write up a miracle, but sadly, I don't know if you wanted them writing up anything, because they were not the right call for Saul as he got exposed Patronum. Royce gets a win. Sal falls to his knees in an opposite version of Kittalingus. Reverse Kittalingus, losing 125-94. Royce 2-1. Royce 2-1. Clowning on wizard kids like a bunch of nerds. And finally, we end in Seattle as we ask ourselves the darn old question. Droopies or Betty Bunks? Omarion might have an icebox where his heart used to be. But he had Eddie in the Hamptons sitting pretty as he was about to give the Josh Carty started. He looked like he was going to win. He was up big. But then something happened. Something was off. Eddie couldn't quite explain it. He just felt it deep in his cow pits. Nothing is worse than a Monday night and players waiting, especially when you have Mocky Mock in the Funky Bunch, scoring 2 dumpster diving tutties and good vibrations with 2 late scores. Was it Voodoo or was it Elliot praying to a sun god by the name of Amun-Ra?
I knew it was going to do.
The Droopies win again. Sorry, Eddie. Winning 127-123. And there's your Voodoo week, your Voodoo week of week 3.
It's terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, that was this week.
Big
but the
old
Toots,
shit.
2-1. The Droopies,
That's right.
2-1.
But I'm quickly finding out that my team is not dude, they just refuse to throw the ball or give the ball to Zay Flowers, period.
You know what I'm going to say?
He scored like fucking 5 touchdowns like the first game.
You know,
they can't just give him the fucking ball.
Well, I don't know. Lamar and Mark Andrews looking pretty good together again. It's like that girl you haven't talked to in a long time, and then you see her again, like, whoa, you still look good. You still got it, Mark Andrews. You still got it, Mark Andrews. Yeah. Look at him. I'm 2-1.
Yeah,
I'm 2-1.
I'm 2-1
in 3 leagues. Guess my record.
What? 2-1.
2-1. 2-1. 2-1.
That's right.
That's right. We're all We're all plus 500.
That's right.
All right, because we're feeling good.
Yeah.
About Sporgan Sports.
Suck that, Jess.
Suck it, Eddie.
Yeah.
Even though I do love you, Eddie.
Yeah, we
and
love
you're
you.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. If you know, you know. You're welcome, Eddie.
Anyways,
I'm a good guy. Point God.
very good
Point
job.
God.
There we go. Taps and takes.
There
It's
we
done.
go.
It's done. Thank you so very much to Grogs for housing Taps and Takes. Thank you for listening. And once again, twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast. Go ahead and check it out.
And look, I'm going to say something right here.
What?
Look, zoom in on me. Zoom in. Closer. You don't subscribe. If you don't like and subscribe this, I put a lot of work into this, all right? There's about like 25 points of notes and then a 16-team recap, okay? You better subscribe. You better subscribe.
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 Until next week, gotta love you. Bye.
Subscribe.
Yo, 16 maniacs in one curse league. Just try to sit down. Fancy, game over, baby. Bang, bang, all fancy, game over, baby. Bar breast just said this league is trash. Big draft still handing out whiplash. Didn't download the app, call us gross online. But a team keeps winning, yo, that's a hate crime. Asshat Steve, Malik, my chubba. Draft so bad it belongs in the gutter, bruh. Every lineup he sets just falls off quick. ESPN stamped him, certified sick. Yeah, that's right. Man can't quit, oh shit. Nope, not never, ever, never, never, never. Stuck in the do-over, curse forever. Can't quit, oh shit, bonds we sever. 60 clowns all losing together. Cody dropping nudes on a furry throw rug. Discuss. Upside down pineapples, bruh, no hug. Apples glitter on crown, sitting shiny and true. While Sal's too old, like who knew? Fast said he's pink, looking shaky at best. Sparkle still spark, but can't pass the test. Rick talking slick like he runs his biz, but his record's mid-tier. Sit down, my kid. Can't quit, oh shit, nope, not never. Blood oath made, yeah, we're stuck together. Can't quit, oh shit, game over, clever. Do over fantasy, the dumbest endeavor. Tim got tattoos, but his roster's weak. Beam so thin it can't last a week. Darren Dragon Toe 0-2 on the sheet. 2 steps behind and 2 games beat. Royce repping Bronx, pouring beer on draft night. Kiddling's roster drunk, but the vibes feel right. Juice just my good sound as sloppy as hell. But at least when he loses, we can smell the L. Elliot's droopies don't even start. Cap King, but his squad fell apart. Cullen sitting 0-2, but she clapbacks fast. Dropping shade in the chat, making burn marks. Last 16 freaks in a league this dumb. But we signed in blood, can't quit, you're done. Laugh, cry, lose, repeat, till we rot. It's the do-over league, and y'all forgot. This ain't strategy, it's chaos on tap. Whole damn league is a comedy act. Try to quit, nah, contracts tight. You'll die in this chat, still arguing at night. Do over, live every week. Listen up, y'all. Elliot's recap is sleek. Deaths and takes, baby, we breathe.